Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Eden Crafters. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So, I did this before the last episode. I went around and upgraded our water purifiers. I'm not sure if I upgraded that one or not. And most of the pumps, or I should say some of the pumps, the ones around here and stuff, ones that were like this one had not upgraded because it was just serving this one ground fertilizer and that was it. But I wanted to put in the area fertilizer, and obviously I needed a greenhouse, so I upgraded that one. And I also put in one down at the other end, which you can see there, and upgraded the one I had over there. So we got some more area greening up, and I don't have to worry about air over here by the base anymore. But someone commented after the last episode they were frustrated with me for not putting in the warehouse. And I commented back, yeah, I know. I was working on getting resources being manufactured so I could get all this other stuff made. And then when I logged into the game to take a look and get ready for today's episode, I looked at the description of it again. It said, Warehouse Tier 1, when you build something, the necessary items will be taken from those stored in a warehouse. Which I remember looking at that. Also remember looking at the 50 megawatt power requirement. I remember looking at that originally and going, so does that mean that it's going to be available, you know, without me going to it? Just it's going to be there for me to build. And so, because, you know, in order to plan where I was going to put anything, I needed to understand what it was going to do. I went to the wiki and looked it up, and sure enough, when you put stuff in a warehouse, it's available anywhere on the planet, making all of this pointless. I understand now why you were frustrated with me. Also, I noticed that we also have the tier 2 and the tier 3, and I did look up what these do. Basically, these three are all identical in their function, except that this one will upgrade all of your inventory slots when you place it, and you could place, I think, 3 of them. And so it'll increase the inventory slots, not of itself, but of everything else. Anything that's got 20 slots, one of these will upgrade it to 30 slots, 2 to 40, 3 to 50, and then this one will do the same thing, but it goes all the way up to 100. So yeah, there's good reason for us to be placing warehouses instead of all these little storage boxes and all of this mess. So guess what we're working on today? I think first thing first, what I need to do is I need to flatten and clear some more space for well, between here and there. I might as well get the rest of that hill out of the way, but I want to get some nice clear space for me to put the warehouse for that on this side. In fact, we only have 4. Well, we don't necessarily need to use all slots, but I do want to get that cleared up a bit, so I'm going to go and run and do that and get that started, and then we'll put a warehouse over there first of all. And once we have that warehouse in place, I'll worry about getting a warehouse set up for these, and then we'll work around and get warehouses everywhere. Okay, I'm going to grab our rover over here. I'm going to have to completely redo this area, which I actually redid not that long ago. And I also have some floating rocks I can't get rid of. This, you would think I could disassemble it, but I can't. It's just there. There's nothing I can do with it. See? Nothing. You know, apparently it's just decorative instead of being an actual harvestable rock. Alright, so the problem is right here. You can see, one, I did add a second miner up there to that graphite deposit, and I hadn't realized there's a graphite deposit right over there, which is why I didn't flatten that area. But the output from these is going to have to cross this, and there's no way, we don't have any stacking stuff like we do in Satisfactory. So I'm going to rearrange this so that all of this manufacturing stuff comes over here. And then we can just set up our warehouse right over here. And actually, I'm going to do first to set up the warehouse. I'm going to put a tier 2 here. So we'll get that first level of increase. Where's the input? This thing is huge. Let's see here. Where am I going to want to put this? I guess let's put it right. Let's move the rover, because I thought I was going to be placing this in a different spot. I thought I was going to be placing it more about right here. I didn't realize how huge it was. Alright, so let's stand right up here. Actually, we might switch to using this one instead of that one up on that hill. If we're going to move this over this far. Okay, tier 2. Rotate it around. Can I get this lined up with the grid? Can I even see the grid with this thing? I can't. Can I place something else so I can see the grid? That's the tier 3 warehouse. How about one of these? Oh, I don't have the stuff for that. Search. No, I don't even have any plates on me. So I put everything else aside just so I can do this. Yeah, I'm going to leave the rover over there. We're just come here and grab some plates. Okay, so let's put our box down here to give us something to line up on. There we go. Now we can tell what is what. Tier 2. Okay, that's what we want. That looks lined up. So I want to have this so I can get belts past all of this. Okay, right there. Then we can get rid of this thing. Okay, here's our tier 2 warehouse. God, these buildings are huge. I both hate it and love it. And this thing is it's just stuck to the side of it. And I did leave enough room where we can drive around it, so that's good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm probably going to take out all of this here. I don't even need the wind turbines anymore, though I may leave one just so I can check what the power level is. But yeah, I think I'm going to take out that mine that's up there on the hill and put it right down here. In fact, I'm going to upgrade these to tier 2s, I think. Yeah, I'll upgrade both of these miners to tier 2s, and then we're going to move the entire production down on this flat area so we can feed the output directly into the side of that. You know what? They have changed something since the last time I played. My jetpack is going down way faster than it was before. I mean, a lot faster. All right. So we got to get these lined up so that, let's use this. We've got to get these lined up so that we can get water into them. So we're going to turn it this way. And I'm going to leave some space there. Can I line up on each of these without... Ooh, this is going to be a pain in the rear trying to line up on these. I'm not going to be able to actually line up on them this way, because they're too close together. So I think what I'm going to do... where is it? Right there. Instead, I'm going to line up on one, and then we'll have to get creative with all the others. Oh, no. Yeah, I guess we'll just line up with this one. You know what? That's doing things the hard way, isn't it? Let's do it this way. And, yeah, the input's going to be wonky doing this, but as the pipe is going to be interfering with the input. How am I doing on lining these? Oh, really, really terrible. Okay, I think I got these guys lined up as well as I can. We'll see how well all of this works. Not what I wanted. Oh, I'm going to need carbon fiber too. That's okay. I've got a little bit of carbon fiber sitting around over here. I think I actually got these lined up. That's nice. It might be curving a little bit. I'm not sure. Okay, how do these look? These actually look perfect. I can't believe that. I am shocked. All right, so let's go ahead and get these set up. Oh, this is the wrong... I put in the wrong things. Boy, I tell you, using the drone is so much easier. I forgot I rearranged my, actually, I think I'll do this. And let's actually use a drone for it. Yeah, because it's so much easier to line this stuff up. Of course, it'd be easier if I put all of this on the grid. I didn't. There we go. Okay. Now, I'll run this all the way down to here. There we go. We'll connect these. I don't know why it always does that. At least the pipes, it doesn't matter which direction you go in. Okay, water 100%. So we're all set on water. All we actually need to do now is grab ourselves some sunlight, grab ourselves some carbon fiber out of one of these boxes. Which one is it? There we go. We don't need a ton of it. We'll grab some. Good enough. Because, oops, let's start right here with this guy. Because, actually, what is the output of these again? It doesn't say. I swear it said somewhere. Hang on. Let's look this. Minor. There we go. I'd swear it said somewhere. Anyways. We'll use this one. Oh, almost forgot. I need... Oh, God. Look at this. I guess the belts are going to run under it, but still, it's so bad. All right, yeah, we need to place... and I'm going to need gears, aren't I? We need to place... oh, we need to eat. There we go. We need these splitters in here. Conveyor splitter. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can disassemble these and get the ones from them. Alright. So we're using one mine to feed two of these. Let's get this out. We'll line up with this one as best I can. Go. And this is going to be much harder to line up on, I'm going to guess. Okay, and here, because we're split, we don't need the same speed. I am way off on all of these. Oh, goodness sakes. Figured out the easiest way to line up on these was to run the belt the wrong way. Then I could just line up on the belt, and that worked out really well. Okay, you. So now we want a high speed off from this. Okay, oh yeah, this is much closer than I expected. Okay. There we go. And then this one. And we'll fly over here to this. There. And I think this should work out just fine for us. So we're keeping the machines stacked with them. What's this production now? 150 something per minute. Well, why is the power low on it? I've seen that before where sometimes machines will show their power is low when they're really not. Alright, well this is all running. Well, I wonder if I could have gotten away with putting tier 3s and run these things even faster down here, because it really seems like we could have... hang on, I want to try something. We'll try it on this. Let's put the higher speed belt on here. Yeah, it's going to run at the same speed because they're being fed in that way. I want to experiment with this for a minute. I'm going to take this one out too. We're going to put... Did I get the right one? Yes, I did. There. I'm going to replace this miner with a tier 3 miner and see if we can make these things run even faster. I don't think it's really necessary because we don't really use the stuff that fast, but we'll see. So what are we going to need for this one? All right. Oh, a laser emitter? Oh, maybe we can't do this at all. We'll go see if we can make a laser emitter and a diamond drill. No, we can't, because we can't make a diamond drill yet. I do not have, even though I can make the thing, I can't make the parts for it. Yeah, I see no laser emitter, and I knew I was not going to have a diamond drill. Okay. Well, at least we got that set up. So now we know this is working fine. Okay, I think that one I'd already upgraded to a tier 2 miner. I did connect it instead because I realized that some of these were moving a lot slower because they required more graphite to make. So I decided to go ahead and bring in that third graphite deposit there and bring it directly in. So these two each have their own graphite mine feeding them so they can catch up. The really the first one down there, the sort of rings, I don't remember what they're called. I don't think I've used them for anything yet. Which oh, the carbon nanotubes. Yeah, they're a coil, not a ring. Yeah, those I'm not using. As I just said, I don't know if I've used any of them at all yet. Over the pipe. I did dig a little tunnel over here so I can just get around all that stuff, but it doesn't matter really. These I'm not going to do anything with because these are not going to be a fixed single product, so I'm going to leave them alone for right now. Eventually, you know, hopefully we'll have a production line for everything. Now, one of the things I forgot, let's actually go put this into recharge. I've been driving around with it. Okay. One thing I forgot to mention, let's go in this door, is that we actually completed the heater for the cold. It only took the one, whatever you call them, It only took one climate regulator down there, and possibly would only have taken one up here in the hot area had I let it go long enough. So our next step here is going to be the radiation absorber. And then we'll be able to find the large diamond deposits, and we'll have an atmospheric control tower. And see, our next thing here is going to be uranium. So that's sort of where we're going. What does it take to make this thing anyways? Radiation isolant, fast rotor, catalytic converter. Let's actually look at our radiation shield, which sucks. I'm going to have to take out my second battery to put this in. Either that or we're going to have to use these on a case-by-case basis instead of always having them on. Let's see here. We need 6 radiation isolants and rubber belts. And we need amethyst alloy and osmium ingots. So we have the amethyst down south, right? I'm going to have to set up something to get the alloy production going. I'll do more of these storage things as we go. But I just want to get one done on camera. Let's see. Alloy forge. So we need iron beams. I'm carrying a bunch of junk I probably don't need. Let's get rid of that. Actually, you know what? Let's make that into food, because we've been eating up quite a bit. Okay. I want to put some of the stuff away because I don't know what it's for, or I don't know if we're going to need it, so I don't want to be hauling it around if we're not going to need it. Did I never put a storage box down here? I did not remember that I'd never finished this. Can you stop wiggling? Let's just get off from here. Oh dear. Oh no, this is a big storage box. That's why it's like that. Let's see. I guess we'll just go off the output of the storage box. Okay. And let's go ahead and put the... Oh, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Let's see here. You know what? Let's just do this for now. Yes, I did bring the stuff to build a tier 2 warehouse down here. Just need to get it turned around the right direction. And for right now, what we'll do is we will just go ahead and run this out of here and into here, and that way we'll have access to it the other side. I forgot to look and see what the other thing I needed as part of the alloy was. What part of alloy did I not understand? Oh dear, this has been a rough day, I tell you. I thought I was more awake than I am, but maybe I should have waited a couple hours before starting to record this. And I never did fix the stuff we lost here either. How are we doing power-wise? And we are getting 25% of the power we need. Oh, God. Well, it's all running. We're getting that. I'm not going to worry about it right now. My plan, if I'd ever gotten to it, but my plan had been to find an amethyst deposit over here where we set this stuff up and just move everything over here. Yeah, so like there's an amethyst deposit right there. We don't have a sensor over here for it. That's why I never did. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll look into that between episodes this time. But at least we have the amethyst, we have access to it elsewhere now. Now, does the warehouse thing work for your machines as well? So you can distribute stuff to your machines without having to run belts? So once, I don't know. I guess we will find out. I will try setting up something and see if that works. Oh, come on. Why are you diving? All right. Well, this mess of an episode is over. I'm done with it. I'm leaving. I'm sorry this has been so crazy. And yes, I should have messed with the warehouses earlier. I was just putting them off because I didn't know how they were going to work, because the description just isn't a very good description. And I wanted to wait until I had resources set up so I wouldn't have to spend hours just standing and crafting stuff manually. So we will see how things go next time, but that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.